It's Slay the Spire. We're playing it. This is a new profile. As you see, we don't have anything unlocked. Not even the characters. Well, except for one character. The Ironclad here. Now, you might be wondering what we're doing here. And it's very simple. We're playing the game. And indeed... Ooh, that's nice. 3 elites. I figured we would explain, as we play, as to not waste your and my time. We have the nice little tutorial here. So let's do that first, right? If you've never seen Slay the Spire, it's what you're watching right now. And it's a card game, right? We play cards, they take energy as it says. And you can play attacks and defense. They do as you would expect. And we know what the enemies are doing, right? So let's see what this guy's doing. Hitting us pretty hard. So we're probably going to want to block most of the damage and hit him. Because he potentially will scale and will only take 1 damage. As Ironclad, that doesn't really matter because we heal at the end of combat for a nice portion. So yeah, what we're doing here is we're gonna play through the Ascensions character by character. So all at once we're gonna do all of the Ironclad's Ascensions A0 to 20, but with a little bit of a twist. See, we are going to attempt to get all the achievements in tandem with this challenge, right? So we've started from nothing, and hopefully we will be able to do this, because I would like to get this out before the long-awaited Slay the Spire 2. And I think that would be nice, and I think it would be potentially, smart idea. Get some more eyes on it, and it'll also prepare me for playing Slay the Spire 2, which I'm very excited about. So, now we've got the premise out of the way, we can talk about what we should be taking here at this card offering. I don't particularly like fire breathing all that much, but it can be useful. I think our best bet here is headbutt, because you do want attacks early on, and Ironclad's just kind of tanky anyway. So we'll do a bash first, apply the vulnerable. That's important. And then we can headbutt. And that puts our bash back into our draw pile, which, be fine. But yeah, so this basically is serving as a multitude of things while I'm recording, right? I want to record, and I am interested in 100%ing Slay the Spire. It's a very good game, and it's something I've been meaning to do a long time, so I figured, well, why not get 2 birds stoned at once, I can do my 100%. I can get all the Ascensions for each character, and I can make it a video. Why not? Now, there's plenty of people who are vastly more intelligent than me making Slay the Spire videos already. I think we're taking Carnage here. So I'm going to be uploading these potentially to a secondary channel. Just, just for the heck of it. Why not? We take the gold here because we're Ironclad, as is our right. And I'm going to upgrade Bash. I'm making all of these into, the 100% videos, right? That's what we talked about earlier. The achievement hunting and making it into like a movie. So, these individual things, I figured some people might want to watch it. I can get some experience to actually talk and put it out there. There's no substitute for the real thing. Get an idea for the pacing. Also, I think, obviously making each of the episodes will be helpful in making the final movie, in quotation marks, at the end. So that's the idea. But also a vague guide from an idiot, which is yours truly, on how to get the achievements, and also how to climb if you're bad at the game, because I certainly am. I haven't played very much in recent years, and I've never gotten high in Ascension. So that's kind of what it's all about. That's what we're doing here. So our little waffling spiel out of the way. We can talk about Gremlin Knob. And he is what we call in the business a little bit of a massive nerd. He'll do a lot of damage to us, but this is why we picked up damage cards, because Slay the Spire, especially as Ironclad here, you're wanting to kill the enemies before they grow stronger than you. And this guy gets strength when we play skills, so it's really just straight up like, can we kill him before he kills us? That's basically what it is. I'm gonna play this because, hopefully we draw something to kill this guy, and we did, which is nice. I like this relic a lot, especially as our good Ironclad. Strength is very important. I don't feel the need for a bludgeon because we've already got a carnage. Feel no pain's interesting here because the block exhaust is kind of a core mechanic of the Ironclad. Now, we don't have anything that synergizes with this right now, but some powers it can be useful grabbing beforehand. I think Bludgeon is nice. It's a rare card, but I think we don't need it. Yeah, I know. So we got a nice amount of money coming into the merchant here. Okay. Now this right here, if you ever see kunai or a shuriken, these are the sorts of things that you can start to build runs out of, right? Your relics are kind of like force multipliers. And as Ironclad, we'll have plenty of... We're incentivized to attack a lot. Gaining defense buff out of that is crazy. Now, we also have plenty of other good options here. Card removal, you really want to be doing this at all times. And Inflame, that's strength, right? We want to be rushing people down. Pommel Strike's amazing. True Grit, like, there's a bit of a crossroads here. And I think we're going to take kunai, but there's an alternate world where we take all of these cards and remove, and, kind of up to your playstyle, but, kunai is the kind of thing, dreams are made out of, so we're going for kunai. I think we're also upgrading our carnage, because that's going to be our main damage dealing. We're going to play bash into carnage. because that's a lot of damage, as the flex tape guy would say. Now, we're gonna want to take these 2 elites, so I'm gonna hit the campfire because it's just more valuable. Bottled flame, huh? That's interesting. Always having vulnerable in our hands. That could be, it'd be nice. Also, kind of wanted to do Carnage, but I don't know. I like the problem with Carnage is that it's ethereal. So, like, if we always put in our first hand, what if we gotta, what if we gotta defend and then our main damage source is gone? So, Headbutt's a great one here. So is Power Through. We're gonna go Power Through because we have no other defensive options. And I like question marks over regular enemies. Okay, we've been immediately punished for our insolence. But we do have an insta-gibbon. We want to play Carnage instead of Bash because it's ethereal. And we can also get rid of a higher health guy. So we're gonna get rid of this guy because he does 7. This guy does 7. We could kill this guy with a Bash, but we want to keep our Carnage. And then we'll play Defend to limit the amount of incoming damage. So these guys are rough. Also, you know what else is rough? Not having on fast mode. Holy, I was wondering, like, why is everything going in, not real time? Why is everything slowed down by 100%? It's because we had that on. We can play Power Through. I don't think the wounds are gonna slow us down too much. And I think this kills. It definitely kills. So not bad. Another thing that we've not really been paying much attention to is our potions. We should use those to mitigate some damage. I would like the True Grit, I think. Synergizes with our Power Through because we can exhaust the wounds. And maybe opens up an archetype. Unfortunately, the bash here is not not great because these guys, not only is there 3 of them, but they have Artifact, which negates 1 debuff. Now we can also get Artifact ourselves through various sources, but basically what that means is that our bash is actually worse than just playing a few strikes. Now it would get rid of the Artifact, but who cares, really? And big tip for these guys, AoE's crazy on them, but also simply you want to kill one of them, one of the outside ones first. You want to get them down because this guy attacks and then both of these guys attack. And we're gonna take some damage here. You knew that was happening since we got in here. But see, this is what it's all about. Boom. That's what you want. You want second turn to be killing this guy. Damage on these guys is appreciated, but they're more manageable in this state. And we're gonna keep, mitigating the damage incoming. And hopefully we get an energy relic from the boss. That would be useful because currently we're not able to be taking advantage of our kunai. So that's kind of the trade-off. So we're trading off our early game for a potential late game thing. The cards. Okay, so our current deck is looking a little attack heavy. So maybe we want to play a defense, or do we want to play 2 defense? We kind of need to start doing some damage to them. We will have our Carnage coming back around. And if we do some quick maths, Headbutt and Carnage kills this guy. So I think we're actually going to go defensive here. We're just going to rely on our Carnage to actually bring us through. Now, we didn't get it on this turn because of the dazes. That's what these guys are doing, these strategics. The sentries are doing. Which is not great for us, but I think we start working on you. And in actuality, I think do we take... No, I don't think we take the full burn here. If we attack this guy, we could kill him with the Carnage next turn. But we got oh wait, what? Why'd that kill? Oh, because we have Vidra. Vidra? How do you say this? I said that and I was like, that's not right. That's definitely not right. We're gonna get the wounds because I don't want to be taking any more damage than is wholly necessary from these cretins, these abominations. And that's why we took ink bottle. Okay, we have some nice relics here. These are some of the all-timers, and I love me an Inflame, I do. And I love removing cards from my deck. You know, that's correct. We're gonna go for a strike because we've been adding mostly attacks. I guess it's kind of actually... we haven't added that many cards, actually. Regardless, strikes aren't that useful, in my opinion. So I think it'll be fine. We start with a bash here into a strike, and that's our turn. Quite easy. Go Gremlin Knob again. Except we've upgraded our Carnage this time, so he's really not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Do we Weak Potion? I think it'll probably cut off 4, 5 damage. Could just Distilled Chaos also. Because if it plays the strike... or the Inflame, maybe. Or we could use the... Let's use this. Yeah, I'm thinking we just do you. Go into the boss near full health. It won't matter that much in the current Ascensions, but it's good to maybe get the good habits now when we don't need them to win, and have them later when we do, right? I think we do want Battle Trance. Twin Strike's nice when you have strength, and we do. Iron Wave is nice also because of our kunai. But we kind of need some draw. We don't have any. And I don't know what our options are at this starting out. Like, I don't know what we have access to entirely. So I think we're going to go for Inflame. I think that's our most impactful. I mean, being able to choose True Grit would be nice as well, but damage is king, especially for the Ironclads. Because this guy, the Guardian, our first encounter with him, and hopefully not the last, because I think he's definitely one of the easier bosses. He, as you can see here, he's gonna play some defense, and his defense gets played this turn but carries over to the next, and he has a mode shift here. So we want to get ready to basically blow through his mode shift, because he's gonna do a lot of damage, and if we can hit this threshold, this attack doesn't go through. As you can see, as he's doing currently nearly half of my health, I would really like for that attack not to go through. Which is why we got our strength and our vulnerable. And I think we do want to maybe put that back in. You see he goes into this form, and unfortunately we don't have another attack, because that'd pop our kunai. I guess we could play Ink Bottle, but we don't have any 0-cost attacks, so our next turn will be strong. Now, it doesn't have to be strong because we've drawn what we want. And I think we will power through here because now when he mode shifts, changes this, he has Sharp Hide. It's 3 damage. Now, I know I'm talking in like a tutorial kind of way, but this is the first, video, right? It won't be like this forever. We'll do it for this one, and then later we won't as much. Now he's doing quite the amount of damage here, and I would like not to take that damage, so we'll do that. And now he's doing quite the amount of damage again, but he's weakened, so it's cutting it out a lot. We're just gonna rush him down. That's what this has come to. We draw our Carnage when he's vulnerable, and we hit him in the forehead. Simple as. Now, I'm a chance it here. Hope we don't. Yeah, we didn't draw our Carnage there, because that would suck bigly. The Guardian is attacking us, and we have no defense, so we're just gonna hit him in the forehead. Where is the forehead on this guy? Probably that green thing right there. So that's where we'll hit, and that's our first achievement, I believe. I don't know if you can see it, because Spire is kind of it doesn't like being captured that much, but I think the achievement stuff I'll save for the final, like once I've done everything. I'll compile all that together, and the A20 stuff will be its own separate but intertwined thing. So Reaper is sick, very sick with shrink builds. That's certainly the case. Now, having a panic button like Impervious is nice, and it allows us to go into a block build. Fiendfire is that exhaust archetype that we saw beforehand, and I don't think we're going for it. It's also nice with strength, of course, because it attacks multiple times. I think that we want some AoE, and AoE healing certainly sounds nice. Okay, this is interesting stuff. Now, I'm probably never going to take Runic Dome. Because what Runic Dome does, you can no longer see your enemy's intents, which is bad if you don't know what they're doing. But if you have a busted deck where you're just going to be playing everything you got anyway, it's not bad. If you have the experience to know what they're probably doing, it's good. But I have neither right now. So Ectoplasm Gold's very nice, but having 2 wounds in my deck is not very nice. So do we want to not only gain gold and avoid merchants? I think that's what we want to do, because 2 wounds, our deck is not massive. And while we do have means of exhausting it via True Grit, methinks bad idea. So we can hit a merchant and get a card removed. That wouldn't be terrible. I prefer not to do it that quickly though. It looks like we might be taking this route, which doesn't have a merchant really, but it has a lot of question marks. Maybe we just get the cart. Let's get it over with. Ah, sorry, I sneezed, but I muted. I wonder how that sounded. Because I don't think there's a sound when I click the mute button on this mic. So, I have to go back and look. Regardless, we have more energy now. This is where the game opens up massively. And we can start doing some fun stuff. Like, this. Keep them vulnerable, block half the damage. And now we can take one more damage and it'll be like we took none due to burning blood. That's why I like the Ironclad. That's why the Ironclad's the first character. You can make mistakes. You can get screwed by RNG. And you pretty much come out of it smelling like a rose on the other side. Now, we don't like what we got here. That's what we got. Our beautiful little... What the frick's that card called? Battle Chance. So we can play Reaper. And I don't think we're... I mean, we can. It exhausts as well. So I think I will do it. Because we still get our kunai, right? And exhaust. So it's not going to be that useful in this fight. Just because there's no other characters here. So I think we do want an upgraded Twin Strike. That's a good card. It's already upgraded. Oh man, dude. Fossilized Helix is the GOAT, that's for sure. At the start of your turn. Is that like forever? Because that's kind of sick as well. Regardless, this is the last time we're going to be going to a shop and going, ooh, look at all this cool stuff. Because we're not going to be able to buy anything. Now, I do like Bloodletting. Inflame is certainly on the tails, but I think we just want the card removal. And I think we... Let's remove a defense. Why not? And let's get out of here. So... Oh, good. Looters. These guys are actually... It's a shame that we're not going to have this next turn. Because we're not blocking all this damage coming in. This is the Ironclad in a nutshell, right? If you're not a block build, you're a racer. And these guys are the other contestants, and they have guns and crap. They're shooting out your tires and shit. Not very fair of them, but them's the rules, baby. Rubbing is racing, or whatever they say. So you see they're taking our gold, which we don't necessarily care about. It's more that the knives they're putting in our spleen that we're a little bit upset that they're doing to us. We clap one, right? And we drew a strike. I think Battle Trancing here is fine. And it was very much fine. And I think we just go ahead and block. Because why take any more damage? I'd like to draw the Reaper. It's not happening. It's not happening. Gotta take him out. Not take any more damage. Ooh, Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike is like... it's like the best attack in the game to me. Once it's upgraded, that's crazy damage. For 1 energy, that's crazy damage. And drawing 2 cards. If you'll remember, this draws 3. Now it's 0, but there's a mechanic where basically combining the effects, even if they're lessened into 1 card, because card draw itself is a resource, right? We only draw 5 cards a turn. So not having to have this in our deck and instead relying on something like this would be fine. Armaments, like all of these are on the table, but we've already kind of made our bed. We're an attack deck. We're racing. 50-50 always lucky. 50-50. Kind of lucky. That's a good relic. We did get the curse, and we don't have money to remove it. So that's a permanent-ish. Good. Another merchant. Great. I don't even want to see what he would have given me. Okay? I don't even want to see it. What do we upgrade here? Well, I'd like to upgrade our True Grit. We got plenty of stuff chilling in our deck, making it worse. Let's get rid of it. Skim the fat, you know what I'm saying? True Grit. Now, coming into this elite, he's a bit of a, you know, we call him a bit of a bastard. Because he can ninja run really quickly. Because he hits pretty hard. And when he hits you, he adds wounds. So, I think we're playing Distilled Chaos here. First, let's do this stuff. I don't know why, but I did do it. We get to put something back in our... We played a headbutt, I guess. Let's go ahead and get another one of those. Okay, well... Ink Bottle kind of undid every single bit of work we did there. That's fine though. We love Ink Bottle. Are you perished? You have perished. That was a nice fight. That's a sick joke. That's a sick joke. This relic gives us tons of gold. But of course, you know, we've made our bed. We had to lie in it. I don't particularly want these. I mean, we do have good HP regeneration. That's a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage. It's gotta be said. Ooh. Now, in this fight, you might be tempted. You might go, this one has less health than this one. Don't fall into that trap. This one will beat your ass silly if you kill them first. Okay? You don't want to be... You don't want that happen to you. Trust me. I think we hemo. And just start, like, beating this guy silly. It's unfortunate that we have Writhe. I mean, we could dupe potion. Ah, whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. That's what the potions are there for. If you prevent 12 damage with a potion, that's kind of good. That was a duplication potion. Those are pretty, you know, those are rare boys. I guess we're just gonna play like a bunch. Okay, good. I gotta start looking at Ink Bottle a little bit. Well, we get our health back. That's nice. And I'm not interested in the unupgraded Twin Strike. We got too much stuff that we need to be upgrading. I think for now we're kind of coasting on what we got. Ooh, Lantern is a beautiful card. Anything that improves your start of fight capability is imperative. Because most fights boil down to either a DPS test, which having a better start gives you a better, you know, you start like 10 foot in front of the other dude that you're racing. Or, you know, it's a long haul sprint, which means, you know, you can play your fancy powers faster than they can start buffing. Here, we're obviously playing power through. I don't think we've seen these guys before. These guys are obviously some sort of fungus rat as you can see, fungi beast here. And they will give you vulnerable when you kill them, which is bad because this guy will hurt you bigly if you do that. So we're gonna focus him down first, and he has a mechanic. He has plated armor, so if you hit him and actually break through, it reduces this plated armor. So he starts off really tanky, but if you can break through to that soft underbelly, it starts being really bad for him. And now you can see we're starting to actually get dexterity. So our kunai made us weaker at the start, but now it's going to start paying dividends. And this does break the threshold. So it's going to do more than his block, which will reduce it twice instead of just once. You want to look out for that. And instead of losing all my health, we're going to do this cool thing called not do that. We're going to block all of his attacks. I think we have this in the bag, right? So we can play it a little slower. He's still vulnerable. We get our strength out there. And this is one where I think... So it's not counting the vulnerable on him, so it will break his block. And it'll get us started on the rat as well. And... it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is gonna suck. You know, actually, we should have tried to draw for Carnage. I didn't realize it was that close. It would have killed him. That's a misplay. However, it's fine. I think we're actually going to just not do any of the draw because I don't want to lose the Carnage. And now we have the Carnage. We can get rid of him. And the rat will be close behind. And we get it done with the Carnage as well. Carnage is definitely one of those where you look at it, you're like, ethereal, man. It could be so bad I could draw it when I don't want it. But like, then it just gets out of your deck, you know? It's just such a good source of consistent damage that you can just play around. Now, it's not going to be your long term, but it doesn't have to be. I'm not gonna lie, adding another True Grit is interesting. We got a lot of cards we don't like. But Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike. They're both cards that want upgrades. I think we have plenty of attacks. So let's get another True Grit. And because we're not going to be able to remove cards, we're going to want to be able to thin them out ourselves. Now this guy is evil. If we play this, I think we won't get the ink bottle, but I think that's our order. I guess we could play Bash. Yeah, let's play Bash into it. I wonder if that'll proc. Which one procs first? This is science. I think this procs first. That actually makes a lot of sense because it's played first. It's fine though. You can get rid of the Writhe. And I think we literally do just do this. We block as much as we can and hit this guy hard because he is a plant. Snake plant, even. And he's malleable. So the more we hit him in a turn, the more block he just passively gets. So it starts eating into your damage really fast. So we were going to want to finish him with a Carnage, probably. Inflame's always good. And it will allow us to kind of recoup some of our losses with Reaper. It does make it so we're not going to be able to play anything else. But we're trying to just kind of stay even here until we get bailed out. I don't think we need any of these. I think we're good. We got plenty of attacks. Ooh. It's a good thing we have Reaper, because these guys are rough. Now we actually might... Oh, we're definitely going to be able to kill. Which one do we want? You're doing the most, but you're doing a strategic. I forget what that strategic is. I guess we draw first, right? Because our Carnage isn't going to be able to fully one-shot anyone. So let's draw first. So we drew into a Reaper. That would change the dynamic a lot. What are you? Oh, one off? That's so sad. I think we can still... No, I don't think we can, actually. Well, if you two... Nah. We'll be able to do a lot of damage. I would have cried if it drew into Reaper. Be able to do a lot of damage, and I could liquid memories and bring back Carnage. I mean, it is stopping 12 damage. I could have split the damage better if I was going to do that. Sorry. We live and we learn, we make mistakes, and we learn from them. That's right, class. We learn from them. Now this one, we just play Reaper for the free heals. And let's just get rid of these basic cards. That'll thin out our deck. And in longer fights, that'll be very helpful. Okay, so this guy just does this forever. Oh, he's adding wounds. I was like, I'm not getting anything. He's adding wounds. So you're actually, yeah, we did this in the correct order then, because you're kind of weak sauce. I don't want to add too many wounds, but I think we can power through it. I think here... Wait. Have ink bottle. I'm learning. I'm evolving. Let's strike. Actually, what am I doing? We're literally... We win. We win. Ooh, mummified hand. That's a good one. We don't have any... Do we actually have any powers? We do have one. Could be good. Could be good. We're taking Impervious, I think. See, Shockwave could go nice, and it's already upgraded. Ooh, haha. Always lucky. Get rid of our curse with elegance. Or was that simplicity? I don't know. They're closer than you would think. And our bag of marbles helped reduce the artifacts. I think you're gonna have a ton of health. Am I gonna play bash on you 3 times? No, right? So I think... Wait, we could actually just do you, right? It's just 20... I mean, it's 50. It's 50... Oh, we can still play the bash. Yeah, let's kill this guy. Let's kill him with hammers. That's the Ironclad way. Now... Well, I guess we can draw first. It's important to draw first. Doesn't change entirely what we were thinking. We had to defend, which is good. And I would like to bring the Reaper back, yeah. So we're just going to... Good. Our no draw actually was tactical there. Alright. Thank you for the health back, and we're looking good. Let's see what our time is. 45, not terrible. Definitely slowed down a little bit. Shrug is fine. Let's get moving a little bit here. I think we do want to upgrade our pommel strike. It makes it way nicer to play. Now, champion, the champ. You know him. You love him. He's got a funny little crown on his head. He's a all-out brawler. He's very similar to us. He's gonna do a lot of damage. He's gonna block sometimes. So we just want to make sure he's always vulnerable. And we want to proc kunai as much as possible. Shockwave is good. I think we do use it now. We want to get strong as much as possible while we can. And also, true gritting, I don't mind it. Unfortunate our ink bottle here. I'll take the damage for potentially a stronger turn this turn. So let's draw first. Let's... I think it might be a power through. Well... yeah, I think it's actually going to be a power through turn. Because we want to play our 3 attacks, get our dexterity. And we want to power through. Blocks most of the damage coming in. Finally got our carnage up and running. So we can actually start hitting him hard. He's gonna debuff us in some way. He's giving us additional... I think you only give us 1 of each, no? Now he's buffing. So I guess we just keep hitting him. Why not? At this point, which one's stronger? So this does 11 twice. But it is also 1 mana. Or energy, rather. So, I think that's stronger. You get rid of a wound. We unfortunately draw the card. Okay, he got rid of all of his... okay, yeah. No, I forgot about that funny mechanic. It's also hitting us for quite the amount. We did draw pretty well, and also somehow our dex up is beating the weekend. I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, I mean we're fine, right? Like we're just literally fine. Do I want to draw? I don't think I want to draw. I want that bash for next turn. So we block through the majority of it. I'm gonna bash you up now. Should have drawn first. Doesn't look like it's gonna change much of our play here. I'm gonna keep playing Hemo so that we can actually continue our race down, because it seems like he's mad. We made him mad. And we will have a draw, so we're just gonna start playing. We got a Carnage. Doesn't end the fight, but we're already blocking most of what's coming in, so looks like it's a W. And that's our second achievement so far. The champion. We defeated the champ. Alright, so this is one of the things I was looking out for. So since we are trying to do the 100% achievements in, you know, in synchronicity with our H20s, as Ironclad, there's an achievement with this card. Now, we're about to figure out whether or not it's going to be possible to do that achievement. I do love Sozu. Empty Cage is certainly a card, but Energy is just king, and especially if it has a relatively minor thing. Okay, we're not gonna be able to get the achievement, but there's a boss called Dono and Deku, and killing Dono with feed. It's like it's a donut. Get it? That's an achievement. So we're gonna be wanting to take feed into Act 3 as much as possible. It's a bad card right now. Well, it's not a bad card. It does okay damage, but it would have been better if we got it earlier and was actually able to use this effect to, you know, increase our max HP. But we'll be fine. So I like to do this thing called Fight Elites to get permanently stronger. And we're gonna avoid our shops. Simple as. No attacks, so we're just going to attack them. This guy has the most health. And for these guys, you want to spread your damage and kill them all within a turn or two of each other. Because if you read lifelink here, as long as one lives, the others will revive in 2 turns, basically. That's the gist of it. I should have played those defends, build up my ink bottle. And now they're all attacking. We got our big blocks though. So we're gonna use them. Draw first. Block. And then start working on you, maybe. I'll bring it back. Although it's gonna get drawn now. So it's a bit of an anti-synergy. But we'll go for our kunai regardless. These guys, they're just little guys. I don't know why they're so angry with me. But, you know. Ooh. Reaper would be nice if we had our strength up. We don't, though. So Shockwave's definitely the play. And let's pop you. And let's draw last, because that's what we've learned that we should be doing in these. That's the precedent that I'm showing. And that's how I'm going to improve, is by not heeding my advice. Ooh. Yum. Alright, so we're getting some value out of feed. You know what? Flame Barrier Plus, sure. You don't want to put too many cards in your deck, but if they're actually, like, good, because the basic theory goes as this. You start with, like, what, 10 cards? So we've added 13. We've actually added more than that because we've removed some cards. But your basic deck, you usually have a unique card that's, like, actually okay, right? Bash is okay. It gives you a source of vulnerable. It's actually useful. The rest of this detritus, the defends, the strikes, they're useless. Like, they're barely worth the energy that you spend on them. So in theory, actually adding quality cards reduce your chance of drawing the bad cards, but it also reduces the chance of drawing the cards you already added. So you want to balance that. You want to add every card you see, But especially if it comes upgraded, or if it's, you know, part of a winning strategy, it could be certainly worth it to take that hit early. Now we're gonna take some thorns, but we'll heal it off with the Reaper. So I think we are gonna play the Reaper. Fear the Reaper, man. And we kill you. These guys are pretty easy. As long as you don't let the spiker go as thorns too much. In fact, we can block. So why not start getting some damage on them? And we can't block as much this turn, so we're going to want to try and kill this guy. So I think this is what we do. It gets you pretty close, but we'll do something like this. And we'll draw back this. And by doing so, we win. At full health as well. So, none of these are upgraded. We don't really... It would probably increase our card draw quality by a small amount. We do want to fight these guys. Free rare relic. Well, free as in... We're going to commit a little bit of murder, but I'm no stranger to that. Haha, just kidding, I am. FBI. We do our inflame because it's good. And we're going to take a lot of damage here, but we can do a lot of damage as well. In fact, perfect lethal. I definitely calculated that and didn't get lucky. I went for the one that had lower HP. That was the extent of my planning, quote unquote. Shockwave. Shockwave is okay. It's an okay card. It definitely feels good to play it when it shows up and it's like actually useful. It's kind of what you want with all the cards. You want them to show up when they're useful and not when you don't need them. We draw first. We Pommel Strike, I think, because it doesn't draw, but it's the damage, and I think we want to Shrug because we're not going to be able to get a kunai, and we will draw back our Pommel Strike. And being able to play Reapers at some point during this fight would be good. Draw first. Could also just murder you and be done with it. I don't think we don't have to min-max all the way, you know. Gambling Chimp is very beautiful. Berserk, I just don't think it makes the cut at this point. I think we kind of want to roll. Alright, this is an event that can suck. But it's also just... It's just being like, hey, you want to get rid of Defend? Yeah, I do want to get rid of Defend, actually. So thanks for that. Because it can be like, hey, pick between your 3 best cards. And you're like, well, I don't want to get rid of one of my 3 best cards. And I'm like, tough shit, big boy. Definitely... Let's get rid of these 3. Oh, that's a cracked hand. Okay. We definitely want to Shrug. We don't want a Reaper. Let's Inflame first. Oh, we hit the Bash. That's nice. Straw? I think we want to play the Carnage. We can take the damage. And we get the kunai. It's all about the kunai, baby. He's not even attacking us this turn. What is he doing? What are you thinking, buddy? You're toast. You never had a chance. I eat you. We are losing a lot of cool potions, but we don't need them because we have the energy. Sword Boomerang upgraded, I would actually take a sniff at, but I'm not adding any more cards. At least ones that aren't amazing. So this does insta-kill. This draws. I think get rid of Bash actually, because we're probably gonna play a Shockwave. Let's see what we get. Alright, that's kind of what I was looking for. Was to not have to deal with those guys. Play our Shockwave. Get our kunai rolling, and it's looking good. No, I think what was our 2-3 here? All right, Bird Boy. Bird Boy will not be a problem. We don't have many powers in our deck, and this one, unfortunately, we don't have vulnerable on the minions, and we didn't. We didn't get Inflame, unfortunate. So we're just gonna block. Cause not taking damage pretty cool. And we're gonna split the difference here. Now, speed doesn't work on minions. So these guys are minions. So you can't like farm them. It exhausts anyway, but there are ways that you can get exhausted things back. So you know, I get it. We'll inflame first. It's not potentially the best play, but it'll be okay. I think we do want our flame barrier. And then we'll kill you with the feed. So I draw it, and then we'll draw with the battle chance, because then we get the full value. Unfortunately, we drew Reaper. So it would have been nice in certain other scenarios, but it's okay. We'll Flame Barrier, because that's actually going to do 12 back to them. And we'll Twin Strike, get Dex. Probably should have Twin Strike first. We wouldn't have taken the 1 damage, but these are the details, right? We'll refine them as we go. So, we want to draw large quantity of cards. I think this is fine. We get our Hemo, get Carnage. That's what we're looking for. And we'll hold off on playing the Hemo because we're not actually healing to full, so that would just be damage we take for no reason. Get Blood Vial, more healing. Good on the cards. Ooh, colorless cards. I'll take a look. I'll bite. Mind Blast wouldn't be horrific upgraded, but it's not upgraded. Dark Shackles ain't bad either. It could actually help us the upcoming fight. See what else there is. That's okay. I did start it there. Mayhem's not bad either. I don't know. They're just. I'll take Dark Shackles. I think we skip a. We're skipping. I don't. There's some story going on. I mean, I have a vague idea of the story. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that a part of the actual 100% video. Tell a little bit of a story, maybe. The story of the Spire and the inhabitants there within. We do probably want to keep our Shrug. Get rid of the others. Okay, we drew Defends. But we'll draw 2 cards off this because Ink Bottle. That's why it's so good. Ink Bottle really is kind of the GOAT, though. It just makes all the builds kind of run that little bit smoother. we'll pommel first. This guy does have a mechanic where he's slow, so the more cards you play, the more damage your attacks will deal on a certain turn. So could probably make some amount of use of that mechanic instead of not doing that. We don't have to play our bash because we played that, so we will actually just headbutt back. What do we want to headbutt back? Headbutt back? Probably want the pommel strike. Keep the engine rolling. Try and get to our best cards instead of just playing what we're dealt. We'll draw first. And we'll hit you first. And I think we're gonna True Grit a strike. And then Carnage. And we'll just Dark Shackles for the, the increased damage. One Flame does make our feed free, so we'll use it. And we'll just play all the cards. So that's what we got. Take 3 damage, it's fine. This is why we kept our Reaper. So we will get big heal there. And let's True Grit first. Get rid of the strike. And hit you on the head with a Carnage. Mr. Giant Head. He's getting mad now. He starts off slow, but boy, watch him go. He'll ruin your day. I don't know how he's doing anything, but he is doing stuff, so good for him. Oh man, it's beautiful to just be drawing stuff. It really is. It is time. Yeah, it's time for you to cut it out, man. Go to sleep. Sundial's kind of sick. Actually, energy is king. Damage is king, but it all comes back. To the energy water. We don't want any of this. Yeah, sure, why not? This guy is a little bit of a guy. Little bit of a fella, many would say. Shockwave first. Let's draw then. Let's draw again. Okay, that's more like it. I think I'll play that in the interest of it not being exhausted, and I'll just take the 12. So this guy's funny mechanic is that every other turn, you just can't deal damage to him. So, yeah, you basically want to attack and then defend. Attack and then defend. Or buff up or whatever, whatever you gotta do. He's not currently doing anything, so we're just gonna chill. Okay, he's actually attacking on the turn that he's vulnerable. I was told there would be no trick questions on the test, but I was wrong, I guess. It's okay though. We'll block some of the damage. That's why we have HP. It's a resource. Many people say this when they take large amounts of damage. And I learned for the best. So yeah, we'll heal for 1. because we're not gonna get a chance to keep drawing it, and we'll just take you out. Good old. I love drawing cards like this, or relics, or rather, at the end of the run. It's really helpful. Thanks, guys. We're not gonna see another elite. That's okay. We don't actually need that relic anyway. You're hitting. This might, yeah, I think it will kill one. Right? Yeah, with the inflame it will. So that's what we're gonna do. Take you out. Back. Old yellow your ass. And yeah. Draw. No damage for you. Hit you. Hit you. And goodbye. My sweet, sweet jawworm. You will not be missed. Okay, armament's upgraded. That's on the docket for sure. Alright, these guys are a bunch of chumps, okay? We're chilling. We're drawing. I was gonna say good cards, but I'd be lying. It's okay. That kills you. We don't need to add 2 wounds to our deck for no reason. That would be self-harm, and that's terms of service. So I shan't be doing that. YouTube, don't kill me, please. No damage for you. Probably should have upgraded some things. We all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? We consumed this mechanical floating fish thing. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Guess we could take it though. We actually became more healthy after doing that. So maybe that dude that ate a car over the course of like a year or something. Or was it an airplane? I don't know. They'd be eating stuff. They'd be doing it, that's for sure. Regardless, maybe he was a genius. We overlooked his genius in our ignorance. Let's get this true grit upgraded so we don't exhaust something that's mission critical. Ah, this guy. I love this guy. I love it when he changes his attacks every time I attack him. Henceforth, luring me into a vast amount of damage on my forehead. He's also malleable, so we should play our damage card. Oh, Dark Shackles, my beloved. Okay, maybe we don't do that. Yeah, that's fine. You can hit me for 6. See if I care, you fucking Tentacool from Pokemon. You Tangleweed from Plants vs. Zombies 1. See if I care. You know what? Take 6 damage whenever you hit me, idiot. Upgrade all my cards. Hit you. Therefore changing your attack pattern to do no damage to me. Excellent. We'll get rid of that. And we draw our Carnage once more. See, that's the thing, you gotta be careful. Sometimes you hit this guy and he's like, alright. Bet. And sometimes you hit him and he goes, alright, bet. And then sometimes you hit him again and he goes, I bet. And he hits you for 30. Unfortunately, I will not allow that. That's what we kept that potion around for so long. And here we are at the final Princey's second final boss. I actually kind of upgraded most of our stuff in this day. This has kind of been a pleasant first run. It's just easy to pilot. You know, it's Ironclad. That's why he's the first character. We want to get rid of these bird fuckers. That's for sure. I will shockwave. So we'll get rid of the bash. And we want this later. So I think this is what we're doing. We're going to keep these two. And start working on the bird friends. Huh. See, that's not really what I wanted. I think we're letting Carnage lapse here. Unfortunately. It does pain me to do it. It's the first time I did it as well, coming into the boss fight, but I think we're okay with the Twin Strike plus strength stuff. Right, you're gonna go down to the flame barrier. We'll draw. And then we'll get you to... I guess we'll kill you. Because he wouldn't go down to the flame barrier and he would put more damage downfield on me. Of course we draw a Reaper and inflame after all of that funny stuff's occurred. That's okay, that's what you gotta be careful of. This guy's really good versus ours. Because he gets strength. As you can see, he likes doing these times attacks, multiplicity. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that because we don't have any freaking block, bro. Hey, I am stupid. I've made a mistake. I drew my cards that I put there with my ink bottle with enough energy to play it. And instead I played Reaper. Gotta slow down. It's okay. You know? There's time enough. Alright, we're gonna build up. Actually, let's get rid of this. Build up our ink bottle. We'll pay attention to it. We're not gonna throw on the final boss. 'Cause that would be awful. That would be bad. After saying this is such an easy run, and it being the first one that I actually record, it would be quite embarrassing to just throw it away. So we're gonna avoid that ego death, okay? It's not gonna happen. We're gonna continue playing as though nothing had occurred. I've made no mistakes. I am perfect. Many people are saying this. Mr. Awakened One. And, of course, in my infinite wisdom, I procced my ink bottle to draw a wound. Otherwise, I would have drawn 2 wounds on this card, this turn. That would have been bad. We have our Dark Shackles. This is what it's all about. 0 damage. You're vulnerable forever. You're nothing. You're no one. Our damage definitely fell off once we stopped, having Carnage. It's okay. It'll be okay. Now this fight will take a little longer because he's just healing. You know, a good bit of what we do each turn. It'll be okay. In fact, he's not gonna heal that. He is gonna be mad though. Right, 41 damage to the top, off the top. In fact, you weird bird guy with a dagger in your heart and shards coming out of your back. How's about we take a step back and put vulnerable on you once again? Draw some more, and I think this is probably where we start using this. And I think we also probably do a fun thing called this. A little bit of this. Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't want any of that. I want to draw that stuff next turn, so we'll play that. Take 5 damage from his big attack. And yeah. So it turns out we didn't have the most scaling. That's fine. It's fine enough deck. It'll carry us through. Doing big attacks with vulnerable. So it's your bread and butter. We will upgrade these strikes. And we'll do that as well. Unfortunately, draw a twin strike. It'll be okay. We are doing some amount of scaling with the kunai. If we didn't have kunai, we actually might have been in a much worse position here. So my 3D chest actually kind of came into its own. Alright, and let's draw the rest here. Definitely gonna want a flame barrier. I can take damage. Oh, he's still regenerating. I thought he lost his regeneration when he went into awakened form. It's not the case. It's alright. He's kind of straightforward. Do we do some more drawing? We're gonna play this regardless, so let's do that into this. And let's give you some more good old vulnerability, you know? And I think we just hit you. And draw back our twin strike, but not proc the ink bottle. Now we're thinking. Vaguely. Trying to finish this fight. Because, turns out doing... How long is this? Turns out doing an hour and 20 minutes, YouTuber voice is, kind of hard on the voice when you're not practicing it. So I'm trying to say stuff with the same bravado as I started, but I won't lie, my throat hurts a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to finish the fight before I die. My voice gives out. And there it is. We win. It was a little closer than I thought it would be. But it's fine. So this is this is the first. This is the start. I won't keep you here too long. But yeah. So basically, I'll probably be continuing uploading these in sequence. We got 2 more. I guess we got 6 achievements. But yeah, I'll do that, and at the end, it'll all come together in a movie, hopefully. So stick around. We've unlocked some cards. And, yeah. We've unlocked a new character, the Silent. We won't be seeing them for a while. As I said, we're going to do full-on 0 to 20 Ascension with the Ironclad. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you are watching, thank you for your time.